bit up to the all right. Hey everybody. Can you hear me okay? Sound okay? You cannot hear me?
We got you.
Okay. Welcome to everyone, especially the people who paid for their seats. For those of you in the cheap seats over there, just enjoy the show. Today, we witness a marriage that will tell the world about the love of Miriam and John. Many factors have joined them together to create something greater than that which existed before. In marriage, two people turn to each other in search of a greater fulfillment than either can achieve alone. Marriage is a bold step, especially walking through the sand, taken together into an unknown future. It's the risking of who we are to become who we can be together. Only in giving of ourselves fully and sharing in our lives with one another can the mysterious process of growth take place. Only in loyalty and devotion bestowed upon another can that be known and eternal life emerge. Miriam and John once stood apart, but they come together now to declare their love and be united in marriage. Now, the power of the wedding vows that you're going to hear them say in a few minutes is merely a reflection of the state of their hearts as they are right now. These are the words that are coming out, reflecting what exists in their hearts and minds right now. Their love for one another, their integrity, and their commitment, that combined can create real happiness. Author William Peterson said in The Art of Marriage these things about marriage, and some of you married people here will know this, some of you unmarried people can take a little lesson from it. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It's having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together facing the world. It's forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It's doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and most importantly in marriage, a sense of humor. It's having to give the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner, and that, Miriam and John, is the art of marriage. At this time, we ask the parents of Miriam and John to come forward. Oh, stand, please, to bless the marriage. Do you, Maria and Gary, who have lovingly raised and nurtured Miriam, offer your blessings for their marriage, promising to support them, understand them, and encourage them in their solemn endeavor in the years ahead? If you agree, please say, we do. We do. Thank you. Christine and Ron, your turn. Do you, Christine and Ron, who have lovingly raised and nurtured John, offer your blessings for their marriage, promising to support them, understand them, and encourage them in their solemn endeavor in the years ahead?
We do.
Thank you. And those of you who are sitting here today, all of you witnesses, you can't speak, but only hear. I ask the same question. Do you offer your blessings for their marriage, promising to support them, understand them, and encourage them in their solemn endeavor in the years ahead? Absolutely. If you do, say we do.
We do.
Thank you. Maria, would you please do reading number 1?
Okay. No, I'm good. Thank you. Need my glasses first. When my husband and I dated more than 30 years ago, we read something wonderful, and both of us immediately agreed to adopt this for our life together. Miriam asked me to read it to you. I promise to make you happy. I promise to provide you with a feeling of security. I promise not to invalidate your feelings, thoughts, opinions, or behavior. I promise to maintain as much communication with you as possible, even in the midst of a heavy disagreement. I promise to help you and stand by you whenever necessary. I promise to continuously make myself a better person. I promise not to wallow in pity, but to effectively act. I promise to let you be who you are. I promise to be honest with you. I promise to be true to you. I promise not to force my ideas upon you, but to instead seek mutual understanding. I promise to foster an environment that will allow both of us to experience maximum personal growth in all areas of life. I promise to be there for you as your partner at all times. I would like to end with a quote from Shakespeare. It is written, "When children find true love, parents find true joy." Here's to your joy and to ours from this day forward.
Brett.
I'm going to be reading Union by Robert Fulham. Mimi, John, you have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments to each other along in this whole time in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those conversations that began with "when we're married" and continued with "I will" and "you will" and "we will." All those late night talks that included "someday" and "somehow" and "maybe," and all those promises of unspoken matters of the heart. Well, all of these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to take are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, farming partners, even teacher. For you have learned much from each other over the years. But shortly, you shall say a few words to one another that will take you across a new threshold of life, and things between you two will never quite be the same again. For after today, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, this is my wife."
And one more reading from Miriam's brother Robin.
So, I may not be known as a poet, but I was asked to read this poem, and I very gladly will, because I feel that its content is very much applicable to the two of you, and I think it's very fitting. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be companion to each other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years. May happiness be your companion, and your days together be good and long upon the earth. Treat yourselves and each other with respect, and remind each other and yourselves often of what brought you together. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulties, and fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships at one time or another, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only the part which seems wrong. In this way, you can ride out the storms when clouds hide the face of the sun in your lives, remembering that even if you lose sight of it for a moment, the sun is still there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and delight. And that is exactly what I wish you both. Abundance, delight, joy, happiness, all that is good in the world.
Thank you, Robin. Now comes the good part. This is the exchange of vows. To capture and snapshot this for the rest of our lives in our hearts and take it into our hearts. So think about these words as you say them, and you hear me say them. Do you, Miriam, accept this man, John, as your husband, joining with him today in matrimony, offering your friendship and loving care, honoring his growth and freedom as well as your own, cherishing and respecting him, loving and embracing him in times of adversity, in times of joy, and forsaking all others? If so, now answer.
I
You want to do that now? Do you, John, accept this woman, Miriam, as your wife, joining with her today in matrimony, and care, honoring her growth and freedom as well, and embracing joy of others?
I do.
They want to exchange. Oh, thank you. Did everybody hear I do?
I'd like to express my own vows of love, which I feel it's almost impossible to put in words or describe, but I'll do my best with these. I vow to be faithful and to love you each day. I vow to love you to the point to perform thievery of white gold, to give you the freshest. I vow to love you even to the point where you may one day require a potbelly therapy pig. I love you every day, and I vow to love you forever.
I have my vows too. I had the same problem expressing my love for you in words, but I too wanted to give it a try. I vow to be the wife that you deserve and to love you unconditionally through whatever life throws at us. And I hope it's a lot of sunshine, a lot of potbelly pigs, and farming fun, and everything that we like to do. But I vow to be your best friend, and to be your lover, and to be your best buddy for the rest of our lives together. So I will do all I can to live up to my promises.
Who's got the rings? All right. And you. Love freely given has no giver or no receiver. You are each the giver and the receiver. The wedding ring is a symbol of visible form of the unbroken circle of your love, so that wherever you go, you may always return to your shared life together. May these rings always call to mind the power of your love. You want to... Beautiful rings. Those of you in the audience can't see this, but right up front here are two doves, two white doves in a cage, and we're going to release those in a few minutes. Doves are incredible birds. They mate together for life, and they stay together for life. And like Miriam and John are up here right now, they're mating together for life. They're like the doves. And that's why we're going to release them as a symbol to your joining together. May the glory which rests upon all who love you bless you and keep you, fill you with happiness and a gracious spirit. Despite all changes of fortune and time, may that which is noble and lovely and true remain abundantly in your hearts and give you strength for all that lies ahead. Miriam and John, in the presence of your family and friends who have joined to share with you in this moment of joy, you have declared your deep love and affection for each other. You have stated your wish to live together, always open to a deeper, richer friendship and partnership. You have formed your own union based on respect and honor. Therefore, it is my joyful responsibility to officially acknowledge your union as husband and wife. You may now seal your marriage with a kiss. And step back just a moment.
Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan and Miriam Scott. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.